What is up, everybody? Welcome back to It's in the Blood. For all of you who hung out with Dad during the Packers and Vikings game, we appreciate you and you being back in here tonight. I definitely appreciate you as well. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I'm not going to say I think it will be, but hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have an exciting game. I don't know how exciting it will be, but I'm hoping for the best. Uh, we're gonna see what happens. Roll with the punches. I know no Lamar, so it's gonna be Tyler Huntley versus Kenny Pickett, and there's different scenarios for both of these teams. And the Ravens, they need a win to try to battle for the North. They've already clinched a playoff spot, but they're still trying to get into that top 4 seeding. And then you've got the Steelers, who somehow have fought their way back and are in the playoff race. They're one of the few AFC teams still alive for the last one spot in the wild card. So they both have reasons to fight. I think this Pittsburgh team is going to put up a heck of a fight, not only to get into the playoffs, but Mike Tomlin's never had a losing season, and a win here and a win next week will prevent that from happening. So I know they're going to fight and rally for him. But it just depends. This game's going to come down to who wants it more. I know that Lamar, they're holding him as long as possible because they want to, get him healthy for the playoffs. But we'll see what Tyler Huntley can do. And the Steelers are getting hot late at the season. I told you guys a few weeks ago, it's this time of year where the Steelers, whether they get in the playoffs or not, they get to be a tough team to play. No, Dave, I would not want to see that. Seriously, I just don't. What's up, Z Seeds, Sean, Nathan, Dave, Tim? He said go Steelers. Sports Cat, Pizzle, Shebley, Burdens, Papa Blood, B Wade. Everybody, welcome in here. I'm sure we're only a couple minutes away from kickoff. I want this to be a high-scoring game. I don't think it will be. But let's go ahead and get our score predictions and winners in the chat. I thought about this long and hard, and I don't think there's going to be a lot of points scored in this game, but I'm going to go a little higher than I actually anticipated, and here is my score. 17-10, Ravens win. Ugly Sunday night football game. 21-17, 17-14, Pittsburgh. 17-10, 20-13. So you guys are kind of split between the Ravens. Hopefully 0-0 tie. Can't fathom cheering for Pittsburgh. What's up, Jake? You know what? Bengals fans want a Steelers win, but they don't want to say that just for the pure fact they want the North. Me, I don't want to see the Steelers there, so I'm rooting for Baltimore. I don't care if that means, I'm probably going to, as a Chiefs fan, have to face one of those two teams, Baltimore, Cincinnati, early in the playoffs. And so I've accepted that. 42-28 Steelers. Dave, if your score, not even the winner, but if your score is anywhere close to right, I will be very happy with this game. I will go Pittsburgh. That's disgusting. I can't say it, and I won't say it. 17-16 Ravens. I actually feel like this is the best guess. All of them are pretty close, but this is probably the most realistic and the best guess. I said 17-16. I really wanted to say 10-6. That was where I feel like this game is going to be, but I feel like there'll be a couple touchdowns maybe. How many pick sixes in a 42-38 game? Well, it's mostly going to be defensive scores if it gets that high. Seriously. What's up, Puppet? Just call them Pittsburgh. Steelers gonna Super Bowl. I swear, if they make it to the playoffs. I told you guys, I will riot. Mom and I picked the same score with opposite winners. Realistically, I don't care who wins this game. I just really don't want to see Pittsburgh in the playoffs. Like, now they can still miss the playoffs if they lose next week. 41-3, garbage time points don't count. But a division clinch for Cincy. Get ready to riot. No, I'm rooting so hard against them. Whoa, way blurry. I do not know what happened. So, here we go. You turn that second light on. What's up, John? You got any score prediction for this game? Or winner? Or both? I'm still mad about that Green Bay game. I don't care if Minnesota put up 0 points. I was hoping Justin Jefferson would have at least 4 catches. It could be for 5 yards total, but 4 catches, man. I had family over. I expect this to be a run-heavy game. I know Kenny Pickett's getting better at opening up the pass. He's getting more comfortable, throwing the ball. He's not perfect. He's growing, but what's up, Sam? Dude, he also did the Waddle thing last week against Miami, and I don't know if it was Jair, but whoever did it for Pittsburgh, for Green Bay was hilarious. What's up, Zach? The blood clot is in the bloodstream. What's good? Dance on the guy in the first quarter, then bag it up all day long. And the Waddle last week. I thought it was him. Dude, it's hard to hate that guy because his on-field interview after the Miami game, it just got me all hyped up, man. What's up, Snowman? Listen, Pizzle, I'm not disrespecting your Dolphins because Jalen Waddle is my favorite player on that team, and the Waddle is the best thing ever. Kickoff's up. Pittsburgh's going to get the ball first, and it will be a touchback. Let's get a little bit of a score up here and take this comment down. I do like Sean's comment the best, though, 17-16. I feel like his is going to be a 1-point game for real. But the Waddle, man, that's my favorite thing ever. When he waddled through the tunnel. Sorry, Pizzle. I thought it was pretty funny. All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 25. And they're going to put the ball on the ground. Harris going to stumble forward for a couple yards. Nixon's a stud. Where's he been all year, man? I know you had Amari Rodgers for a while, but seriously. Check out Jair at Louisville clowning on a guy. I'll have to look that up. 2nd down and 7 coming up. Kenny Pickett's wearing a visor again today. And he's going to roll left, check it down to Pat Freiermuth for a couple yards, go out of bounds just shy of a 1st down. It will be one of the first results. I'll just check it out. But, dude, that on-field interview, he's got so much respect for the guys that he's playing against. Even if he's talking crap, he's still got so much respect for him. And, I love that about him. And he's got so much energy, and he gets so excited. I love it. All right, 3rd down and 1. And they're going to hand it off to Derek Watt. He's going to go forward and get the 1st down. Mickey. It's going to be weird with only 2 Watts in the league and them both being on the same team and it not being Derek or TJ and JJ after this season. All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 37. They're going to hand the ball up the middle to Harris. Harris is going to cross the 40, maybe another yard. JK, I love you guys. That's all right. I get people talk crap to me every single day, so I can handle it. Don't worry, I cheer for the Green Bay Packers. Cheers to you, Dave. Salutations, bloodlings. The mods are ruthless in here, so but Zach's all right. You don't time out Zach. Second down and 4, quick pass behind the line, nearly tipped, and he's gonna get it away and get a couple yards right here to cut it to third down and short. I'm a Saints fan. I can't say a word. Hey, the Saints pulled off a huge win today. Um, I just feel like they got hit with the injury bug, and I'm not talking Michael Thomas, man. It's just like everybody else. Like, I personally feel like they should have dealt Michael Thomas last year at the end of the season, and they kept him. And I don't know. I have weird feelings about the Saints because I do love that team. Like, parts of that team anyway. Third down and 2. Pickett scrambling, finally fires, gets it away, completes it, and he's going to go down the field all the way to the Ravens 45, and that's Warren with the catch. Yeah, Saints had a good day today. I think Dalton has done fine despite what other people have been saying. I would have loved to see Sean Payton one more year, a full year with Jameis Winston. I think that would have been really good. First and 10 from the 45. They're going to put the ball on the ground to Warren. Warren's going to push forward, but he's not going to get much past the line of scrimmage. Raiders made me sweat today. I was not happy with that. You said it yourself. Stidham was going to, shake things up with that Raiders offense for the good or bad, and so made it interesting on you. Cheers to you having the number 2 seed though. I didn't care what a Steeler actually is, but I think a Raven would peck its eyes out. You were drunk last night, Sam? I had no idea. Second down and 9. Kind of a jet sweep right here, and he's got room to run. He's got a first still in bounds all the way to the 20, the 10, and he'll go out of bounds. That should be first and goal, pending he did not step out of bounds for the Steelers. Hot start right here for the Steelers offense, which has been the down point of their season, but like I said, they've looked a lot better in the second half of the year. There was a lot of witnesses, so Sam, you can't hide from anybody. Hit the boondoggles if Dookie Berg loses. I'm not going to boondoggles tonight. First down and 10. They're going to hand it off. So they marked him down at about the 13. He's going to run it up and get it to about the 10. That's Harris with the carry. You don't know Zach? You know Zach. I can't stream both on my phone at work, so I'm going to have to sign off to watch the game. Keep up the work, Houday. Hey, Jake, thanks for stopping in here. I appreciate that. Yeah. You dingy. 9.5 to go. Second down and 7 from the 10-yard line. They're going to hand the ball off to Harris. He's going to kind of skip over his own guy, and he'll get down just shy of a first down. It's going to be third down and real short. No, Dad. Third down and 1, QB sneak here, and they will get the first down. It will be first and goal for Pittsburgh inside the 5. Dad, you know Zach. Y'all know Zach. All right, all Zach. We each have a little Zach in us. First and goal from the 2 now. And hand it off to Harris. And this play's going to get blown dead for a flag. Zach is a mentality. Oh, Sam, my guy, being drunk was level 5. You were a solid 17. The entertainment level was high. Bro, Sam had a good night. Well, Craig probably doesn't know Zach, but Dad knows Zach. All right, first and goal. It was going to be a penalty on Pittsburgh, so they're going to move back. Pickett's looking to throw. He's got time. Scrambling left, finally gets it away, and he's going to hit it at the feet of Najee Harris. Incomplete. Second down and goal. 7:52 to go. He said, I met you, Papa Scurv. Never trust a Zach with an H. I was really drunk last night, and then Sam came in and was like, oh, I'm fine. Oh, yeah, Sam's fun. I'll give you a hint, Dad. He's like 1.5 feet taller than you. I feel like that's the only hint you need. Second down and 8, or goal from the 8. He's going to hand it off to Harris. Harris making the effort. He'll get 6 yards. It'll be third and goal from the 2. Isn't everyone not 1.5 feet? So like 6'3". That's probably pretty close to his height. I don't know what it is exactly. Sam was running and running. Haley. What's your favorite football team? The Chiefs. What's your favorite football team, Jake? All right, third and goal. Everybody's out left, and he's going to toss it to the back right, trying to get it to Pickens, and it's going to be busted up incomplete. Fourth down and goal. Baltimore gets a stop here on the goal line. I'm 5'14". There you go. See? That was pretty close. 6'3", 5'14". Pretty close. Pretty close. This is going to be a very tight, chippy kind of game, I feel. They're going to send Chris Boswell on to try to get them some early points to take the lead first in this game. 7:04 to go. Kick is up, and it is good. Pittsburgh leads 3-0, and that was a 21-yard field goal attempt. I'm like 6 chickens tall, maybe. I like the Steelers. Well, they're looking all right now. I'm like maybe 3 chickens tall. Well, like I'm however tall Shelby is in terms of chickens if you like cut one of the chicken's head off. Tomlin's a smart coach. Americans using everything except the metric system. Go Ravens tonight. That's what I'm saying, Pizzle. Will Miami lose next week? Who does Miami have next week? Because do they have the Patriots or do Buffalo? Field goals do not beat the Ravens. Have you seen the Ravens offense though? They got the Jets. Okay. So the Bills have the Patriots and the Jets and the Dolphins. Okay. So he's lime, 7 stone, 3 ounces thin. Puts a man on the moon. I will start using the metric system. Okay. I knew it most of the last week's divisionals, but I was getting I get them mixed up a little bit on who's got which divisional opponent. What's your favorite college football team? I don't know. I don't watch college football. I watch it, but I'm not invested in it. If I ever get Elon Musk rich, I'll put a Chevy Silverado on the moon. I believe you too. They have the ultimate weapon in Justin Tucker. That false start penalty just cost the Steelers a game. It is guaranteed. Well, I've seen Justin Tucker miss a few lately. Right now? Yeah, probably TCU. I didn't see the replay on it, so I don't know. Yeah, so I'm going all in on TCU next week. Who do you think is going to win today? It's a coin toss, honestly. I mean, I'm pulling for the Ravens, but the Steelers very well could win this game. Take care, fellas. I got a blast. Hey, thanks for giving us a few minutes of your time today. Appreciate that, Zach. It was nice chatting with you. Future civilizations discover Chevy Silverado on the moon. It's like 10,000 years from now. Like, what is he doing there? All right, I'm going to adjust this camera one more time. All right, kickoff is up, and we're going to get a first look at this Baltimore offense. He's going to return it here, and he's going to get past the 25, maybe to the 27. That's where they will start. Appreciate you, Zach. You as well. Take it easy. We'll talk soon. The Ravens are favored in this game, but I'm honestly kind of surprised because I think the Steelers have been playing better than the Ravens lately. I get that they're at home, and I think that's probably the only reason. All right, 1st and 10. They're going to hand it off up the middle to Dobbins. Dobbins going to get to the 30. Couple yards on the ground there. See you, Jake. Have a good one. I don't trust the quarterback from shallow yardage. They just have Matt Canada calling plays still, which really hurts. No, I understand what you mean there. I've seen it, especially it was really bad the first half of the season. It's gotten better, not great, but better. 2nd and 7, quick fire over the middle to Andrews. Andrews going to go down around the first down marker. We've got 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Blame Canada. Are you quoting South Park, or are you talking about the football guy? All right, so they are going to move the chains there. 1st down and 10 for Baltimore. From the 37, going to hand the ball off up the middle. He's got nowhere to go this time, and he's going to be stopped at the line. Man, this Pittsburgh defense is really good, man. What's up, Mike? How's it going? DJ Watt is unbelievable. Like, he's unbelievable. But just listening to other players off mic and the general feeling in Pittsburgh, Canada has been bad but better lately. Just from this season alone, it seems to have gotten a little bit better. 2nd down and 10. Huntley pump fakes. He's going to keep, and he's crossing the 40. Going to go out of bounds just shy of the 1st down. It's going to be a 2nd and inches. Or a 3rd and inches. The belt is back. I'm so happy. And TJ's not even the best brother. TJ Watt makes the Pro Bowl this year, missing almost half the games, half the number of Alex Smith, who was named as an alternate. You know what's crazy to me is, like, Tyler Huntley is the alternate 4th QB as well, and that doesn't make sense. 1st and 10, going to hand it off to Dobbins. He's going to get short gain there. No, she beanies. You right. You right. All right, it's going to be 2nd down. They're showing Lamar's stats for the season. This is his 4th straight game he's missed with the knee injury. We got 3:40 to go in this first quarter. 2nd down and 10 for the Ravens. And he's going to fake the handoff, stand in. Now he's being chased. He's going to take off and keep. He'll cross the 50. It will be third down. Highsmith deserved that spot over him and Mack. NFL still trying to make up for those two defensive player of the years they robbed TJ off. Probably, man. I don't agree with a lot of the Pro Bowl. Like one of our offensive tackles made the Pro Bowl, and I didn't agree with that. Like I get that it's like 1/3 fan, 1/3 player, 1/3 coach, but like there's obvious ones that were snubbed from the Pro Bowl. And people in there that I don't agree should be. 3rd down and 6. Huntley looking, quick pass to the outside to Andrews. Andrews extends his body, and I think he's going to be very close. They're marking it a first down. And they'll move the chains. It looked like he might have went down a little bit early. What ghost? To think as a kid I used to love it. That's what I'm saying, man. All right, so now they're not marking it a first down. I thought he went down a little bit early. It's going to be 4th and 1. But they're blowing the whistle to stop the... So Baltimore's going to challenge the spotting. Maybe once we see a bit of a replay, we'll be able to tell. But I thought he went down a little short. It's so close. I mean, the ball is on the line, so by rule, that's a first down, I guess. Those little like emoticon things on YouTube are crazy. Like they're funny to me. Shelby. Gotta go for it. Sack up. Yeah, I mean, they are in Pittsburgh territory, so if they don't win this challenge, I think it's appropriate to go for it. Home run derby, NHL hardest shot / most accurate shot, NBA dunk competition. Those are much CTV. I agree 100%. Like the skills competitions are fun. The actual game itself, I don't care, man. I don't know if he's still in the chat or not, Chris. He was in here, but Papa Blood, if you're at least listening, Chris is talking to you in the chat. Yeah, I figured he was listening, but I didn't know if he was in the chat. There he is. He says, IU by 7. I don't know. I do like the dunk contest, but I think you're right. The 3-point contest is super fun. I mean, you pretty much know who's going to win, but it's still fun. Whoa. This camera needs to chill. Okay, so they won the challenge. It is a first down. I knew it was very close. Just whoever has the most friends come on the court and yell wins. It kind of feels that way. I think Andrews did a good job of delaying his knee going down as long as possible. Man, Green Bay put a hurting on the Vikings today. That hurt my feelings. Yeah, they put a hurting. I thought it was going to be some stupid second half where they, like, tried to come back. I didn't think they'd come back and win, of course. 1st and 10, gonna toss to Dobbins. Dobbins gets a block, but he's still only able to get about a yard before being shoved out of bounds. Um, but I thought there was gonna be anything at the game. What's up, Robert? That people said that he got beat earlier in the year. I saw the interview where they were like asking him, pretty much trying to poke him to get him to say some stuff, but talking about that game, and he was like telling the people it was a fluke and everything. 2nd down and 8, Huntley quick fire. It's gonna be low, nearly intercepted, incomplete. 3rd down and 8. Purdy versus Stidham. I didn't get to watch a lot of football today because I had to work a later shift than normal. This game will end, and remember, if it's close, that 1st and goal from the 2-yard line, it'll come down to that move false start. Yeah, I didn't see a move, but they didn't spend a lot of time on it, so. When he danced on Jefferson. Yeah, the way they like to throw that kind of flag, I understand that. All right, Pittsburgh's going to use their first timeout here on 3rd down and 8. I don't know. We've seen a couple, not a whole lot, but a couple of good games this year. But we've seen a lot of QBs. So the penalty's on, so I can't watch it. That's fair. All right, so it's giving me 3rd down and 8 after the timeout. I mean, that's Papa Blood. All right, 3rd down and 8. Lamar stepping in, gonna throw, gets it away, and he's gonna get himself another 1st down. Roblox? Wait. And that's Demarcus Robinson with a 1st down. What's up, Johnny Smallpepper? Is life over? I don't know, man. I don't know. Is life over? Wait, what? What kid? I'm so confused. 1st down and 10, gonna hand the ball off to Dobbins. Dobbins got a lane to run, and he'll get a big 1st down here. And they'll cross the 20. Third time if it is the Niners. That's my prediction as of today. Bengals versus Niners. I definitely can see the Niners making it. I'm rooting for Chiefs and Eagles, but I don't know what the Eagles are going to look like when Hurts gets back. The chat were mean to the Roblox kid. Oh, yeah. 1st and 10, gonna hand the ball off up the middle. He'll get a couple yards. Actually, I think Huntley keeps. Huntley looks so much like Lamar the way he runs, man. And the clock's gonna run down. That's gonna be the end of the 1st quarter. I wasn't in on, when all that was happening. I mean, I was here, but what's up, Clinton? Happy New Year. So I missed out a bunch of that. I didn't see what happened. That's not the same guy, is it? 3 teams above, but everyone is capable. I agree. Wish Lamar should have taken that money. I don't know. Won 90% of the snaps on running plays for both teams in the game 3 weeks ago. You think Baltimore is a little tougher up front? Chiefs made it 15 in a row today. That's all that matters. It wasn't pretty, but 15 in a row. Still trying to figure out how Broncos made a close game. Lots to catch up on. Was off grid for a couple days at a friend's cabin. Snowboarding. That sounds like fun. Yeah, Russell Wilson had 2 rushing touchdowns on the goal line. I do too, Crafty. I think they're 50-50. Like, they're a hot team right now. It definitely even win or lose, of course, but, like, even with the win over Tennessee, it just depends on how they look playing against Tennessee and getting that win. Like, if they lose, obviously, it doesn't matter, but that win right there, like, if they look like, they did today, then I feel like they're gonna be a tough match in the playoffs, but if they look like they've done in previous games, even when they won but struggled a bit, it's 50-50. They need to come in if they want a good run in the playoffs, they need to come in against Tennessee real hot and go, 0 to 100 immediately. I did see that Alberto got one. Yeah, well, the AFC South is basically the teams in the AFC that always have our number, and now the Bengals, I guess. Which, that's that, but apparently, we struggle against the AFC South in the regular season, and I don't understand, especially Tennessee and especially the Colts, not as much to the Jags and Texans, but I don't know. Jags to Super Bowl. Yeah, I don't know what happened, Leo, in that Niners game, but I was kind of like thrown off guard about the Niners defense. All right, 2nd down and 6 for Baltimore. They're on the 13-yard line in Pittsburgh territory. Hands it off, 2nd and 6. He's going to move forward for just about a yard or two. And that's Andy Isabella. And I want to say he just got activated like yesterday. And he'll get a yard. Trevor didn't have any passing touchdowns today. That's crazy. I don't know, Chris. Like, I like to think some of the top college teams would do well in the NFL, but part of me just tells me they wouldn't. But that division, maybe. Yeah, pretty much, Jeff. 3rd down and 5. Huntley's going to take a shot to the end zone. And it's going to be incomplete, trying to get it to Jackson. They're going to get a stop here, and they'll send Justin Tucker on to kick the field goal. That's what I'm saying. I don't really think a college team, no matter how good they are, no matter how good their defense is, like Georgia's defense has been tough for 2 years, but look what happened yesterday. Ohio State put up a bunch of points on that defense. An NFL team, I think, would shred that. What's up, Lindsay? Yeah, exactly. Kickoff's up and our field goals kick is up and it is good. It was a 30-yard attempt. We got a brand new ball game all tied up at 3-3 with 14:09 left in the second quarter. The NFL has a college team. It's called the Colts. Especially speed-wise. Yeah, I agree. Except for the LSU championship team. Yeah, that's the Cincinnati Bengals now. I feel like that whole team just went to Cincinnati, man. which is not true, but it felt that way the last 2 years in the draft. A 24-year-old defensive tackle is not ready for a 30-year-old 6-year NFL vet. I agree. Will he make a play or two? Probably. Will he get manhandled though? Yes. Yeah, well, for all we know, Sam, Clyde might end up being a Cincinnati Bengal next year anyway. Yeah, I heard that he was like slamming his helmet and stuff on the sideline. Jefferson was. Because I don't think Clyde will be a Chief much longer. And I also don't know how long Mixon is going to remain with Cincinnati. So Clyde could join his former LSU team, his offensive team at least. Stidham might have saved McDaniel's job for a year despite losing it in the end. Oh, McDaniel was getting another year either way because the Vegas said they couldn't afford. They didn't have enough money to fire him, so he's going to be coaching there next year anyway. But it makes it look a little bit better. Has me down 15 points in fantasy with that dud. Dude, same. Same. All I needed was like, give me like 5 points and I'd be okay. It is a wide receivers league now, but Clyde is coming towards the end of his rookie deal, I believe. He's either on his last year or he's got one more. He hit the ref? I didn't hear that part. Kick is up, and it looks like it will be a touchback. Pittsburgh will start on their own 25. Yeah, I mean, I like Clyde, I do, but seeing how this team's going with Pacheco and McKinnon, and we still haven't seen what they plan to do with Ronald Jones, I just feel like Clyde's role in this offense is kind of falling out. All right, first and 10, handoff up the middle. Harris got a room to run, and he'll get 9 yards on the carry. Yeah, I have Josh Allen and Evan McPherson, and I'm playing against what's left is right now Justin Tucker and tomorrow T. Higgins. Yeah, I mean, I can't complain about Pacheco. We got him in the 6th round. He runs hard. It's going to be second down in inches, by the way. And, I like his energy he brings. And they're going to hand it off. There was no fight to stop the up the middle right there, and he'll get a big first down. Well, McKinnon's still he's not young, but he's been very crucial. We'll have as many yards against Pittsburgh tonight as he did against Green Bay today. What, 15? Yeah, I was gonna say he's a veteran. He's been around for a while. All right, first and 10. Pickett's tripped up. And looks like Harris tries to get back to protect him, kind of tackles him a little bit. That's going to go down as a sack. Let's see what happened. He tripped and then just stayed down. Ref at the last second tried to pull his helmet back, but it did make contact with the lower back of the line judge. Yeah, I didn't see any of it. Second down and 17 now after the sack. Pickett has time, gets it away. And that looks like Deontay Johnson, and it's going to be third down and short. I mean, we're talking about Justin Jefferson with the Vikings. They're There might be a Raven named Jefferson. I don't know, though. Does anybody understand how hard that would be, especially in the Berg, to do? I mean, I get it. All right, 3rd down and 3. 11:40 to go in this first half. Pickett looking, being chased immediately, gets out of the sack, finally throws it downfield and completes it to George Pickens. There's a flag down on the field, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds. What's up, Philly Sports Talk? Oh, he steps out of bounds when he's coming back to make that catch. So that's going to be illegal touching on the offense. That's going to take away that big play right there. All right, so the punting unit is going to come on for Pittsburgh. And most guaranteed result is a field goal by kicker. I'm telling you, I've seen Justin Tucker miss a couple recently that could have changed some of their games, or at least one of their games. All right, punt is up, and they're going to let it bounce. And it's going to go inside the 10, around the 6-yard line. 10:50 to go, and that's where Baltimore will start their next offensive drive. I don't know if Tucker's going to retire yet, man. I feel like he's still got it. Like, I feel like kickers keep going until they don't have it anymore. Well, the thing with kickers is that they rarely retire. Hang on, I'll look it up. How old is Justin Tucker? Is 33 years old. Yeah, he's got plenty of years left. I picked the Ravens. The Ravens are at home. They haven't been playing great, but they've been playing a little bit better, at least at home. Can't Justin Tucker wife put some pressure on him? I mean, he rarely gets touched, so his chance of injury is not very high. So, who was the last kicker to retire with a team? Was it Vinatieri? He's like one of the few kickers I ever remember retiring. Oh yeah, I think Crosby will retire. If not this year, then probably next year. But I looked it up. He's younger than Rodgers. So maybe not. I thought, well, that might be incorrect, but I thought I read that he was younger than Rodgers. Yeah, he's 38 and Rodgers is 39, so he might stick it out as long as Rodgers does. I love that they got the mascot there with a cast on. Oh, he's back. Those fans were losing their mind over him standing up. He tore his ACL at the beginning of the year. I love that they did the whole media conference about that too. Made Harbaugh stand in front of a mic and give an update on their mascot's ACL. That was one of the best parts of early this season. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Crosby, that's like a flip of the coin on when he'll retire. I thought he was going to retire after last year He played this year. He's done better than he did last season. I think it was just a rough year for him. 1st and 10 now from the 6. And they're going to hand the ball off. And he's just going to make it back to the line of scrimmage. And that was Ricard, I believe, with the carry. Yeah, Daniel Jones looked good today. I think they have more than one Raven. Never see just one. Poe is a good name, too. I think so, too. Maybe I'm not sure about that, but maybe they brought in multiple Ravens to back him up since he was injured. Did you pick the Bengals tomorrow? Yeah, I mean, it's wishful thinking. I need the Bengals to win. 2nd down and 10. Huntley's going to roll right, delivers it, and it's going to be about a yard short. That's to Jackson. I keep forgetting that Deshaun Jackson is on the Ravens. I don't know. I just feel like kickers, like most, not all, of course, move around so much that it's hard to keep track of it. All right, 3rd down and 1 for the Ravens here. 9.5 to go in the half. And he's going to hand it off up the middle. He's going to fight for it, but he will not get the yards they need here. And it will be 4th down. New YouTube football chat rule was just established that no chat could have a comment line that allows more than 3 kickers. 2 in the game and only 1 other can be mentioned. I don't know. I'm going to talk kickers now. I don't know. I mean, I don't really care. All right, punt is up. And it's going to be a fair catch at the 35 with 8:46 to go. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think it'll probably be in like around the 20s. I mean, both these teams got good defenses, so unless both these defenses get exposed, it might not be all that like super high. What's up, Alyssa? Puts away. That's what I'm saying. I agree with you. You know, the Browns and Lions both had kickers that played 21 seasons with them and retired for only playing for one team. I did not know that. Yeah, I do too. And there's going to be a flag on Pittsburgh. It's going to be a holding, so they're going to move back a little bit. Yeah, like maybe 24 to 28 or 21 to 24, kind of back and forth. You know, I get the same vibes as the Chiefs and Bengals as I do of the Bills and Bengals. Like I'm getting the same total vibe. Not about who wins, but like there's the same kind of vibe of a game. Like that we just had a few weeks ago. Do you ever just know when your team is going to lose and they do? Yeah, when the Chiefs played the Colts, I deep down in my soul knew they were going to lose that game. And I didn't want to admit it, so I just did what I do best and talk crap to all my Colts friends, and then look stupid the next day. Like I felt that in my soul, and I didn't want to admit it, but yeah, like I said earlier, the AFC South they just have our number in the regular season. Yeah, but the Packers won, so that's all I really care about. Yeah, well, it looks like as long as the Packers beat the Lions next week, Leo, Dave, your 2 teams are probably going to meet each other again in the playoffs. I agree, Dad. 100%. And then did you feel responsible for why they lost? No, I felt confused. Like, why can't we beat the AFC South? Like, you know, we finally got over the hump and beat Tennessee in the regular season this year. The last, like, I don't know, 5 meetings in the regular season, we lost to Tennessee. So, you know, that made me feel a little bit better about it. But it was more of me just sitting here like, How? Why? And, I did watch that game, and it wasn't that we were outplayed. We played ourselves. We shot ourselves in the foot, muffed a punt, gave them, a score on like the 5-yard line. Um, like whatever. We beat ourselves up, but at the end of the day, the scoreboard says what it is, and, the Colts beat us. And I just don't understand. We've all watched the Colts all season long. I don't understand, but it's just one of them things, man. It's just like we going into Cincinnati. I felt like we were gonna lose that game, and you know what? We did. And I still don't know why. Like the Bengals are a great football team, so I can't compare that to the Colts. Colts are awful right now, but they have our number. That's just one of those things. Eventually, they'll get over that hump. All right, 8:46 to go. First and 10 from the 26. They're going to hand the ball off to Harris. Harris barreling forward. He'll cross the 30. I don't bet the Chargers in the playoffs. I don't want to bet the Chargers. I don't even trust them in the regular season, but I don't know. But the Chiefs are better as a team than the best team the AFC South could put together, all four teams. And maybe so, but for whatever reason, if they combined all the best players from those four teams, we'd probably lose to them. That's just like in the regular season. Second down and 5, handoff, and he's going to get a lane and a first down. The Chargers are going to be the best team to ever lose in the first round of the playoffs this season. What about the Vikings? Because I feel the same way about that. They're going to be the best team that loses in the first round. Why would you ever bet on a Chargers game? Do you know everything about football? Serious question. Because the Chargers do this thing called chargering it up, and they like to lose games, even when they're winning. They like to somehow lose. I mean, they've been closing games towards the end of this season, but that's just been like an ongoing thing, man. Yeah, Bengals will find another way to eliminate the Chiefs this year. I mean, I hope not. I'm hoping, like, this is my game plan, is that the Bengals and Bills somehow find each other first. It's not going to happen, and then we play the winner, so we don't have a chance of playing both of them. The Colts couldn't beat a junior college, and I'm a Colts fan. Yeah, but they can beat the Chiefs. Second down and 4. Like, if they play the Chiefs again right now with Sam Ellinger, I still think the Colts have an edge just because. Yeah, the Chargers coach is nuts. That's a good way to sum it up. They're going to hand it off up with Warren, and he's going to get a good chunk of yards right there. I mean, if they're favorited to win, then I would bet against them. If they're favorited to lose, I would bet for them just because if we're betting, you got to make money somehow. But I don't really want to bet on them. First and 10 for the Steelers at the 48. Pickett looking. He's being chased. Flushed out finally. Throws it away. He gets it to Deontay Johnson, but they're saying no catch, that he bobbled the ball. They can be great or horrible. Yeah. Jeff Saturday did learn how to challenge flag. They do have talent. I'm not disrespecting the talent on their team, and they've got a lot of young guys that have some nice potential, like the tight end they drafted. Also, the wide receiver they drafted, Pierce from UC. And so I don't know. I just don't. I just don't put money on my own team. I like the week of, I guess. Second and 10, hands it off up the middle to Warren. He's gonna get about 5 yards. I always put in bets, like for players on my team, like Patrick Mahomes win MVP, but that's like before a season ever starts. Like I put stuff up like that, but you know, when the playoffs start, if the Chiefs don't get the 1 seed, they play in the wild card. I'm not going to put money on them. I would never do that. I feel like I just curse myself when I do that. I think I agree with you, Craig, about Pittsburgh. Third down and 5. Pickett looking, being flushed left. Finally fires, and he's going to deliver one to Freiermuth for a first down. Move the chains and keep their drive alive. I think Ellinger will get better, but I don't know. It just depends on what the Colts decide to do in the offseason. They might unload all their quarterbacks and try to draft one and maybe pick up another one in free agency or something. Like, they're very unpredictable about what they're gonna do. Like, I can't really see the direction they're gonna go right now. Also, is Nick Foles okay? I didn't get to see what happened, but I know he got hurt. 1st and 10, gonna hand it off to Harris. Harris trying to get to the outside. He'll get about 3 yards, and he's still trying to fight for more. It's gonna be 2nd down. Yeah, I agree. I always assume the worst thing's gonna happen. I mean, one of the, I don't even wear like my quarterback's jersey on game day because one of the times I wore it was against Denver and he dislocated his knee, and I was like, "Yep, not gonna do that again." I also put money on them to win that game, and well, that was the price I paid, I guess. That's what I'm saying. That right there, 2nd and 7, handoff up the middle to Harris. Harris will get about 2.5 yards. I think the Chiefs went 16-0 one season, lost the Colts in the first round of the playoffs. Like it's just I don't, like, I can't explain it. It just happened, man. Barely an hour has passed, and we're already almost at the half. For these low scoring games like this, I'm good with that. All right, 3rd down and 3. We got 3:50 to go in this first half. Their Steelers are on the Baltimore 30 in field goal range, but they're looking to put up 7. Pickett's dropping back, looks, stands and fires, and it's going to be incomplete to Freiermuth. It'll be 4th down and 3. Better have that than be undefeated in the Super Bowl and lose. I mean, that's true too. I hate it when I can't type. My bad. No worries, man. Um, I feel like I can't talk either. All right, so it's gonna be a 48-yard field goal attempt for the Steelers. Kick is up, and it looks like it's going right, and it doinks back into the field. No good. And it will be incomplete. Epic doink. Who was it? Was it the Packers game that they doinked and it went like it hit the dead center of it and went in? The discount double doink. I saw one today, and I want to say it was the Packers game. It hit it like dead straight and then just went in, and I was like, I don't know if I've ever seen that. Yeah, it was Crosby. So it was the Packers game today. It was like right at halftime. I don't know if they were 16-0, but they had won a lot of games that year, and they lost to the first round to the Colts. And I want to say it was Andrew Luck, the Andrew Luck Colts. Ohio State's kick last night was so bad. Yeah, it was pretty bad. This is many of the Thursday night football games this year. I expected it straight up. I told you guys I wanted my score to be like 10-6, and I would have felt good about that. And I still feel good about that. But I just went a little higher just in case things got wild for a few minutes. But it don't look like that's gonna happen. Big Ten did have a rough day yesterday in football. Yeah, yeah, it was Andrew Luck, and he got that. It was what his like 2nd year in the league. He was so talented, man. I just, he was always getting hurt because that organization didn't ever give him a line, and when they gave him a line, he had had enough. I can't be mad though. You know, at least they made it to the playoffs that year. I think losing in the first round hurts a lot, but it's still nice to see them there. So they were 13-3. They were 13-0 in week 14. Didn't actually finish out. Yeah, see, I thought they'd lost like a couple games, but they did play the Colts in the first round. Yeah, Saints kicker's ball was up there floating parallel like it was a QB pass to the end zone with a perfect spiral. All right, so there's to start this drive for Baltimore. They're gonna have a full start and move back 5 before they ever get their first snap off. All right, so it's gonna be 1st and 15 now on their own 33. And they're going to hand the ball off to Dobbins. Dobbins going to get to the outside from the 40. He'll get a first down and go out around the 50 and move the chains. Win his first touchdown tonight. I mean, we're going to be fortunate if we see a touchdown, Robert. Yeah, if the Eagles lose their last game against the Giants, which anything is possible, the Niners still have a chance. Who do the Niners close with? I haven't looked too far ahead to next week's schedule. 1st and 10, they're going to hand the ball off again up the middle and to Dobbins. Dobbins will get about 5 before being stopped. Everyone's just mean, dirty, and big. I don't know if they're any good, but they're punishing on both sides. Absolutely. Hopefully his teammates picked him up depending on his mental health. If it's bad, he could go into a deep depression. I mean, yeah, it does. It sucks. But, they weren't supposed to win that game. And they went toe to toe with technically the best team in the country. So, Niners and Rams. Okay, that could be interesting. How did the 2nd and 5? They're gonna hand it off. He's gonna fight, and he finally breaks out of the first tackle, and he's gonna get them another first down. That's Dobbins again. How did the Rams and Chargers game end? By the way, Niners versus Cardinals. Okay. That's right. The Niners did play the Rams twice. Chargers blew them out. Dang. I kind of expected that to be a bit of a closer game. And that goes to saying what I was saying about the Chargers earlier is they're just not consistent. But that's a good look for them. And they've got the Broncos next week. So if they can ride in and take on Denver like that and get a big win, they might be a tough team in the playoffs. 6'3", 311 pounds. That is a very large man. You're right. A battle of LA in front of a crowd of cells. Yeah, there's probably like 20 fans of between those two teams there, and the rest were just people who wanted to see a football game, and they were there. No LA fans. Who knew? 74 people. People are different, but most people agree that football's fun. Ain't no reason for a pro sports player to be depressed about anything related to football. He's talking about that Ohio State kicker. Cheap ticket day. Tickets were you probably could have got a ticket last minute for like $5 to that game, honestly. Which is crazy to see, seeing like a star, one of the faces of the league, and like Justin Herbert, and being able to pretty much just like walk into the stadium. It's just crazy. SoFi doesn't open its gates to LA's homeless population. I'll pay you $20 to go to the game. I mean, I'm not the one who said he's probably depressed. Someone else said that. I'm just going off of that. You know, I mean, if it were me and I was in a big moment like that, I'd probably be pretty upset about it too. Like, yeah, we'd all like to be in that big of a position, um, and have a role like that, but they're just people too. Too bad the championship tickets aren't cheap. You're right. I didn't say he was the face of the league, because obviously that is Josh Allen and Joe Burrow, if you ask the media. Nobody else. Which is why this game's going to be great tomorrow. Third and Inch is going to run the ball up the middle, but he is one of the young stars in the league, and which by definition kind of makes him a face of the league. So it's like Herbert, Mahomes, Allen, Burrow. I can't even think of any from the NFC like younger guys. Well, Brock Purdy right now, if they ride with him going on. I agree, Sam. All right, the clock's running down. Baltimore still has all three timeouts, and they're in control of the clock. They're going to hand it off to Dobbins. Dobbins breaks free to the outside. He's going to cross the 30 and go out of bounds. Stop the clock at 1:14 and another first down. Yeah, but I'm talking about quarterbacks, not cornerbacks or wide receivers. Hurts. Yeah, I guess Hurts. He might be the only like young QB uh other than, like Purdy. Obviously, he's a rookie, but all right, so it's going to be 1st and 10 on the 27. And they're just going to keep pounding the ball. He's going to hand it off to Gus Edwards. This time, only going to be able to get a couple yards. It's going to be second down. The clock's still running. Dave, you haven't named a single quarterback. You're just naming Packers players. And your quarterback is not one of the young guys. Second down and 8. Huntley pump fakes. Finally just throws it. It looks like he was throwing it away, but gets it to Andrews. And Andrews will get a first down and step out of bounds with 32 seconds left. Christian Watson is what you would get if Jesus himself could play football. NFC wildcard round will be Dallas at Tampa, Giants at Vikes, Niners hosting the 7 seed, which will either probably be the Packers or Lions unless the Seahawks sneak their way in. Because I think they're the only 3 teams. 1st and 10, they're going to try to run the ball again. They're not going to get any gain here. And Baltimore will use their first timeout and stop the clock at 28 seconds. Rain Dakota Prescott. Tua looks like he was maybe going to be the face of South. Maybe get the boy a thicker helmet. I don't know if we'll see Tua again this year. I don't know how that situation's going to go. So Brady gets to ruin the boys' season. Perfect. I'm fine with that. This is going to be the one. If the Cowboys are going to play against the South, and Tampa clinched today, this will be the one time I root for Brady in the playoffs, man. And with a win and a Packers loss, Lions in with a win and a Seahawks loss. So right there, it just seems like the easiest way in is the Packers. All they have to do is win. The Seahawks and Lions have to depend on each other losing as well. Who's got the Lions and Seahawks tiebreaker? That is a good question. Yeah, Eagles are still playing for the division / top seed. Does Dallas? Yeah, Dallas has Washington, and the Eagles have have the Giants. They did play each other because I remember it being a shootout, and it was towards the beginning of the season, maybe like week 2 or 3, and we were like, "No way, these 2 teams just put up, like one of the most exciting games of the year." At that point in time, it was definitely one of the most exciting games. There will be a lot of scrutiny if Miami attempts to play Tua again. Romeo says the Eagles are winning the Super Bowl. If they get there, they have a fair shot. I'm not saying they won't get there because I'm pulling for a Chiefs Eagles Super Bowl, but yeah, it was like a really high scoring game. What's the next best record? I want to say the Cowboys, right? Are the next best record to the Eagles? If not the Cowboys, then the Vikings. It's one of those two. They both have 12 wins, and I think Philly has 13. 48-45. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I was gonna say the Niners. Oh, the Niners are 12-4 also. Okay. I knew they were in the double digits, but I did not know exactly where they were. Yeah, but the scary thing about the Eagles is they lost what Sweat today. He got carted out. 2nd and 10. They're gonna try to throw up a screen. He's gonna lose yards, big amount of yards right here, and that was likely with the catch. It's gonna be 3rd and long. Philly's got to be careful now because they have a couple of guys on their D line get banged up, and that's part of their workhorse that keeps them going. Put the Packers and Bengals on top. I'm going out on a loose limb here. I put a bunch of small bets the other day on, I've had my Eagles and Chiefs one since like July. I've been holding on to that, but I put really small bets on some of the high odds ones of who was going to be in the Super Bowl. And I picked like Packers and Bengals was one of them. I know he got like taken out of the game on a stretcher and taken to the hospital today. All right, 3rd down and 16 now with 22 seconds to go. Let's see how Harbaugh tries to handle this. Yeah, they said he was moving was able to move later and when they got to the hospital. 3rd and 16, they're gonna run it up the middle all the way to about the 15, and it's gonna be 4th down. Looks like they're gonna let the clock run down here, call a timeout. And now there's a flag. Things are getting chippy. That's how they need to handle this. He said sorry. No, I mean as a draft prospect, Sweat or the guy. It was the guy from the Titans, Burks, I think, Traylon Burks. He found out he had some kind of health issue. Yeah, the Eagles are getting hit with the injury bug late. It looked like an unnecessary roughness call on Hayward. No, we don't need the Cowboys to win the Super Bowl. Oh, it is. Yeah, I see it now. Oh, so the Broncos can get Sean Payton. Yeah, but the Sean Payton wants to bring Vic Fangio along with him, and I don't know if the Broncos are going to bring Fangio back. I mean, they might. All right, so after that penalty, it's going to be 1st and goal for the Ravens at the 7 with 11 seconds and a timeout to go. Low snap, Huntley looking, throws, and he gets it in the end zone for a touchdown, and that is Isaiah Likely. And the Ravens take the lead. And there's 7 seconds left in this quarter. Ravens gonna be on to kick the extra point to try to take 7-point lead going into halftime. Jim Harbaugh to the Broncos. Excitement. That's what I'm saying, man. All right, Tucker on a kick. The extra point kick is up, and it is good. Ravens lead 10-3 with 7 seconds remaining in the first half. And the Ravens are set to receive the ball first in the third quarter. Yeah, Jim, so he can get Cap back. Maybe. Who do you think's winning the Super Bowl? Well, I'm biased. So, I think the Chiefs are winning the Super Bowl. And this may have already put the game out of reach. It could be. You know, I'm not putting it past either of these teams to get in the end zone again. But I don't know. Alex, I started watching NFL in 2017. Very nice. Packers are winning the Super Bowl like they always do. Where's the lie, though? You got to get past the Niners in the playoffs. Bro, if the Steelers make it to the Super Bowl, I'm not watching the NFL next year. All right, kickoff's up. He's going to return it. And he's going to get to the 25 with 3 seconds to go. The Chiefs are overrated. How? We traded off Tyreek Hill and they told us we would be bad. We would come in 4th place in our division. So how are we overrated? Alex loves the Steelers. Bro, I hate the Steelers, man. All right, 1st and 10. It looks like they're just going to take a knee here and take this thing to halftime. Ravens lead 10-3. Ravens will get the first possession in the second half. What if the Steelers had Tom Brady? That would be Alex's favorite team. Bro, that would be so stupid. That would be absolutely stupid. Well, when Tom Brady ends up on the Raiders, that'll be just as dumb. Got a gut check feeling. I could be wrong. I'm not a psychic. I mean, I kind of, like I said, I put in a couple different little bets, but the Packers and Bengals were one of them. Because everybody has to hate the best quarterback of the decade. It's a football right now that Brady's slowing down. Everyone has to hate Mahomes. Yeah, but Brady's still here. It's not time to move on to Mahomes until Brady's gone. That would be my reaction to Justin Herbert on the Bears. I could see that for you. I mean, we can try. We can try. Yeah, I will pull it up now. All right, let's find him. Shouldn't be that hard. There he is. If anybody would like to go say hi to Mr. Grossi, there's a link. I don't care. All right, let's see. I feel like somebody is did you see the wiki edit when they changed Andy Reid to a walrus? No, but that's hilarious. I feel like um I feel like urinating tree is rating Tom right now. Well, it's shower time because I stink. Brady will not win another Super Bowl. I don't think so. Tree has 2 raids. That's what I was thinking. Najee was the biggest bust draft pick I've ever had. Sorry, off target. Just came back and have to express my feelings. Yeah, his first season, really, really good. Um, wait, Tom's getting rated by Chiseled now. Everybody's rating Grossi right now. You guys picked a good day to want to go say hi because that's hilarious watching them. But his first year, great. The second year, it's like Russell Wilson to the Broncos. Like it feels like, and like I think Russ still has talent in there, but I think he's lost his field vision, and I feel that same feeling about Najee Harris in year 2. Tom definitely needs the rates. People just like talking to Tom, man. Yeah, and it's hard not to want to talk to him. He's awesome. Maybe Brady can go back to college football and be on Michigan staff. He might do that when he retires. I could see him wanting to do something like that, but he's probably going to be a broadcaster or something when he gets ready and be done, or he's going to buy a team or something. It's stupid. Like there was all that talks about the Dolphins. He might buy the Dolphins so he can just say he owns the Dolphins a little bit longer in his life. What do you think about the Packers win? I felt it coming, man. They've got the momentum, and I think the Vikings are a fraudulent 12-13 win team. And, look, they're good. They got a talented roster, but I still don't believe in them. Yeah, I was going to say, Sam, Grossi usually raids at least like 5 or 6 channels per halftime. You could have drafted Jonathan Taylor instead. That's true. Uh, I don't know how he does it, man. He's got like a lot going on at once, and I don't even know if his brain um processes like everything going on at once because like it's just so much, man. Grassy Posse loves in the blood. Hey, Jack, it's in the blood. Loves Grassy in the posse. I'd rather have him by Jacksonville than Miami. I mean, that's fair. What will it take for you to believe in Cousins? He's good, I swear. He's he's okay. He's like not great, but he's not bad. I'm never gonna say he's great. And it's the whole team I'm not sold on. I didn't say anything about Kirk Cousins. I'm saying this whole team, they're a well-built football team, doing really good. Getting it this as a new head coach getting into the playoffs. I'm not saying Cousins is bad. There's just something off about this team. Like, remember when they won like 6 games last year? This team feels exactly the same as that team, except for they're winning those one-score games. Mm-mm. Grassy Mod here. He knows you're grinding too. Enjoy the playoff push. Hey, Jack, I appreciate that. Um, Thank you for coming over here as well. I definitely appreciate you stopping in and leaving a couple comments. So, thank you. You don't like that? No, I don't trust that team. Like, they feel like a one and done in the playoffs. I really feel that way, and I don't know who they're gonna play. We talked about it earlier, maybe the Giants. I think they said you guys said the Giants. Um, and I think if they play the Giants again right now, Giants just about beat him like 2 weeks ago. They might get, redemption right there. Like, I think I'm not saying they will, but it feels like a possibility that they go one and done in the playoffs. I think Jefferson is way better this year than he was last year, and I think he's gonna continue to get better. It's not me just disrespecting this team, like, just to do it. Like, it's not like, "Oh, I hate the Vikings, so I'm gonna say, you know, they're bad." Like, they're just not convincing. Hey, Jack, congrats on your win today. Go Pack Go. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for the posse. And like I said, I definitely appreciate you stopping over here. Yeah, Craig, the Vikings should smack the Giants, but I just watched the Vikings play against the Giants, and then I watched, the Giants turn around, in a close game against the Vikings and turn around and blow the Colts out. It's the Colts, yeah, but the Colts did put up 33 points on this Vikings team, or 36 points. Happy New Year to you as well. No, I think Hawkinson is great, and getting KJ Osborne back is great. Like, they have a very high ceiling. It's just, will they get there? Like, I'm not gonna like. They're one of those teams that if they do it and they succeed, I said this all season. They kept winning and they kept winning and they kept winning. Yeah, but they beat them because they had a higher score, but, like, the Colts stopped playing in the second half completely. Like, they didn't even try, and Jeff Saturday didn't even try. Now, I'm not making excuses, but it's weird. It's just weird. And it does come down to how Cousins plays, and it comes down to how their defense plays. Their secondary is good, but not great. Like, they have to be on their A game in the playoffs, because if they're caught slipping for just a second, I feel like, you know, any team's going to take advantage of that if they can, of course. And it depends on who they're matched up against and how that team is coming into the game. If they have a good Cousins, they make it past the first round easy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right here sums it up. Maybe they do. And if they prove me wrong, then I'll be like, okay, good job. Like, you did it. But, if they turn around, if they go into the playoffs and they get embarrassed, or even if they lose by one score, you guys are going to come in here and be like, the Vikings are bad. And I'm like, no, they're not bad. They're just not a top 5 team in the league right now. I don't trust them. They give me the same kind of feeling that the Chargers do. They're a good team right now. The Chargers are way more injured, but they're a good team. But I don't trust them for anything. Like, if my team's seeding depended on a good Chargers game, I would just pretty much kiss that goodbye. Like, the Chiefs. Yeah, look, the Chiefs are right there too. Look, the Chiefs haven't played well since the week before the Bengals game. Like, that's the last great game they had, and, I'm not gonna be, like, hypocritical. My team has not looked where they should look, and, yeah, they're getting guys back, Mecole Hardman and Kadarius Toney. They're getting guys they need to get back at the right time, and, they're learning how to run the football, which I'm happy about. But, at the end of the day, a win is a win. If the Vikings win, cheers to that. It's a big deal winning a playoff game, even if it is the first round. And if they lose, then they try again next year. And a lot of critics are going to go crazy about that. I remember saying that about the Patriots for years. How many one-score games did they win on all their championship games? A win is a win. Look, yes, a win is a win, 100%. But you're going to pick the Chiefs or Vikings to step it up for the playoffs. Well, I haven't seen very many playoffs out of the Vikings recently to see how they're gonna do. Kirk Cousins in the playoffs, and I've seen Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs, good and bad. So obviously, I'm gonna take the Chiefs there, and if I wasn't a Chiefs fan, that might be a question I sat and pondered, but that's a no-brainer to me. Like, despite the type of play, I still believe that Mahomes and I can make really good arguments about Burrow or Hurts or whatever, but I still think he's the MVP of the league, and I think with good reason. And they also have playoff experience. See, that's why I it's hard for me to weigh those 2 options without being biased because, um, I haven't seen a lot of Kirk Cousins in especially this Vikings team, Justin Jefferson, KJ Osborne, TJ Hawkinson, Dalvin Cook, all these guys together. We've never seen that all together in the playoffs, so it's kinda hard to see how they're gonna do. The Chiefs did win the last time, and if the Vikings make the Super Bowl, no matter who they play, I don't know if I can pick them, man. I mean, we didn't squeak our way into the playoffs. We won our division a couple weeks ago. So, like, it's not that. It's just like we clinched the division and then all of a sudden we just look vulnerable. And maybe that's what they're going for. I don't know, man. Like the year they won the Super Bowl, they were down like 2 to 3 scores in every game of the playoffs, including the Super Bowl. They're a weird team and I think they just like to give me uh heartache and make me sweat a little. I don't know. Look, I'm not going to just sit there and talk down on another team. My team is not in the best position. Okay, we are back 1st and 10 from the 25. Huntley looking, finally gonna let it go, gets it to Andrews. Andrews tries to leap over a guy but can't get up, but he will get a first down and move the chains. Yeah, I know. I'm right there with you. I hear what everybody's saying, and I can handle it. I'm not upset about you guys saying, "Oh, the Chiefs look bad right now." Yeah, they look bad right now. The defense has looked better, but the offense has been a little suspect, and I get that. Um, and that's why I am nervous about this Raiders game now. Huntley is doing well passing, and he's getting better at passing on the run. 1st and 10, gonna hand it off to Dobbins. Dobbins spins out of a tackle, somehow makes positive yardage out of a play that looked like a loss. What's up, Nicholas? And just knees him in the head, man. Like, that was, I respect the effort. I respect him trying to get up right there. But it doesn't look like he's got a very high vertical based off of that jump. No, I mean, the AFC is weird. Jags are hot right now. They could go into the playoffs and make a run. Um, 2nd down and 8 for the Ravens on the 41. Bills can make a run. Bengals can make a run. 2nd and 8. Huntley's going to keep running up the middle, and he might get a yard. Um, Chiefs, Bengals, Bills, Ravens. They'll get Lamar back most likely for the playoffs, and a healthy Lamar, healthy Dobbins, healthy Gus Edwards. Defenses they're trying to get healthy at least. They could be a threat. The Chargers are getting healthy. Any one of the teams in the AFC, other than the unknown who hasn't clinched yet, um, I feel comfortable of them making a deep run. 3rd and 7. Huntley under pressure throws, gets it away to Adams or Andrews. I don't know why I said Adams. Andrews gets down for another big first down, muscles his way to get that catch. Andy is fine. You're right. It's almost 10 o'clock here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Craig. Hey, if Baltimore can get all their guys healthy, uh, they could be a scary matchup in the playoffs. The only problem I have with them is, like, all their 4th quarter collapses they've had this season, like, is that gonna get fixed? Like, is that gonna be a problem in the playoffs? You know, can they close games? She exists on an interdimensional plane outside of time. Looks like there's going to be an injury timeout. And it looked like it was Fitzpatrick for the Steelers, and that is not a good sign. All right, I'm in the. What state are you in? I'm in Oklahoma. It's 8:55. I am in Kentucky. It is 9:55. Yeah, I mean, every piece on that Pittsburgh's defense is really important, and guys like Fitzpatrick and Watt and you know, Highsmith, like all the guys we've been talking about, they're all key to this team. And so one guy goes down, look what happened when they lost TJ Watt. And yeah, that's their pass rush, but their secondary guys that make big plays also are just as important. So a loss like that right now, depending on how serious it is, he might be okay. Can be really detrimental in this game. Yeah, I mean, I think that to be true with all quarterbacks, Balin. Like all mobile QBs, I guess. That is a run first quarterback that takes a lot of hits, a lot of tackles. One bad injury, and Lamar could, you know, um, be like RG3, man. He didn't really come back the same. And, we bring up Cam, and his was his shoulder. I know, but, mobile quarterbacks who take one injury, I just feel like one big injury, don't come back the same. And, like, that's the big fear of Lamar and how he plays. We go live on Twitch. I'll see how I feel after I eat. I do have to work in the morning, and it has been the longest weekend ever. At one day this week, I went out to the lake, just sleep. But I'm most likely gonna play, especially if this game ends a little bit early. I mean, yeah, that's true too. Lamar loses a lot of money. But he is his own agent, and he's going all in on himself. And I respect the approach. All right, 1st and 10. Ref's gonna blow the play dead. Flags fly. There's some movement on the line, and that's gonna be a legal snap on the offense. But I think that's another reason why he's missed so many games straight right now is he's dealing with like a lingering knee injury. I don't know the severity of it. And I don't know about that Fitzpatrick injury. He was walking off on his own, but I don't know how bad it's going to be. But I think they're playing that is cautious. Being your own agent is not usually smart. I mean, he went to school for it, so I mean, 1st and 15, they're going to hand it off to Dobbins. Dobbins gets back to the line. The ball is fumbled. I think he was down, though, and it is recovered by Baltimore either way. Facts, Leo. But, I think Lamar knows what he's doing. And no matter what, by the end of the season, even if it's not the Ravens, someone's going to offer him enough money for him to play football. It may not be like $50 million a year or something stupid, but he's going to get enough money to play if he wants to continue to play. 2nd and 15, Huntley scrambles out of the pocket and he takes off running. He's going to keep. There's a flag on the play. He'll get a good chunk of yards. We'll see what the flag is. But a good agent has to be able to take emotions out of it. Can he do that when he's working for himself? I think he's got a high chance. This can be a hold on offense, and it's going to push him back even further. But like I said, we'll see how the next couple months go and what happens. And not hold grudges. I think he loves it in Baltimore. I do. I think it's like a 60-40% chance. 60% that he stays in Baltimore, 40% that he goes another way. But it's going to be interesting to watch that all play out. I'm here. Woohoo, go Pack, go. We're watching the Steelers. Yeah, 2nd and 25. Huntley looks like he wants to go deep. Finally unloads. Gets it to Andrews again for a big catch. It's going to make it 3rd and manageable here. The worst thing that could happen to a QB that likes to run. Not saying that's what happened to Lamar, but that could be career ending for any running QB. Look out, Kyler Murray. His injury was non-contact, and he tore his ACL a few weeks ago, and so he just signed that huge contract, and he might not come back being the same mobile QB he was. To get the most ones, he's gonna have to put Baltimore's offer against another team's. Not seem like he's hurting the fan base. It's a weird look. No, I get it. 3rd down and 6. Huntley's gonna roll out and decide to keep. He's gonna get a couple yards, take a big hit on the sideline from Hayward. I have to probably call a game for the first time today. You're such a carbon copy of Dad. I feel like we're very much the same, but we do have some differences. Shelby said 3. 3 differences. All right, so Justin Tucker's going to come on to try to extend his lead to a 10-point game. It will be a 51-yard field goal attempt. It is up, and it is good. Ravens lead 13-3 with 9:31 in the 3rd quarter. And tell Papa you're way better at answering text messages. He knows. I don't have to tell him. I don't know. I haven't really looked at like the crowd and stuff, but if I had to guess, yes. I think no team travels better than they do, honestly. I want to watch a drunk Sam call a game one day. No, he can do that at his own home. And if you want to watch him, just video call him or something. I feel like he would get a little rowdy. That would be a terrible. See, that's coming from him. How old are you? I think you're 17. Well, I mean, I'm at least 4. You are not that close. I'm closer to 30 than I am 17. Yeah, that is gross. I think you're 17, Nicholas. Okay, Nathan. Oh no, math, my mortal enemy. People still go online guessing ages. Dave, you are at least 10. As am I, at least 10. Sam, ASL. I forgot about that, but that's pretty funny. My cousin in Georgia went to a Falcons versus Steelers game in Atlanta. He said there was more Steelers fans than Falcon fans. I told him that is normal fans. For Pittsburgh fans to travel. Yeah, like I remember it was like a primetime game last year, and it was Steelers versus Chargers. And they said, and obviously we know LA, whatever, but they said 80% of the building was Steelers fans. All right, kickoff's up, and it will be a touchback. He's going to take a knee. You got a cam. I do, Lindsay. That's why I said I do. I get it all the time, but and it's because I'm so small. Like I'm only 4'11", and I look like a child, so I will get that for a long time probably. My birthday's in 2 weeks. Sorry, Nicholas. I will not be turning 17. First and 10. Quick pass going to be batted down. Incomplete. Second down and 10. He was going to be 18. Jake, 34, male, Indiana. Show Bobs. All right, second down and 10 from the 25. Going to hand the ball off to Harris. Harris got room to run and a big first down all the way to the 40. Bobs, please. Dave wants a good time. All right, so it's going to be first and 10 now from the 40. They're going to hand it off to Harris again. This time he's going to be tripped up after about a 3-yard gain. I have plenty of Bobs to show. Bobs? Bobs? Show Bobs, please. It's New Year's. Party keeps going. That's a fact. All right, second down and 7. Clock's rolling under 8 minutes to go. And Harris is going to get wrapped up. He's still fighting. Going to go down for a big loss. I played Division I football in the Bay for a year. That's pretty cool. Run plays look like an alleyway brawl. I mean, like, if he would have just gave up, like, a lot sooner, he probably wouldn't have lost as many yards, but the fact that he kept fighting and kept moving his legs, which I understand the effort, but you're right, it looked like just a full-on brawl. I guessed on the ASL, didn't figure it was American Sign Language. Is this 2008 YouTube? Maybe. They're down in 14. Pickett's going to load up. Throw. What a catch by George Pickens for the first down. He's right on the first down line. What's up, Tin Man? I saw that some times released tonight for next week. Wait, what times, Lindsay? If you're going to party, go hard in the paint. Dude, what a catch by Pickens, man. And to hold on to it he held it onto it with pretty much one hand up against his body. Don't tell your dad this Virginia coach you on play-by-play. He's in the chat probably. First and 10. Pickett's looking. He's going to roll right. Now he's going to roll left. Finally throws. Warren gets up to make the catch. He has to get up pretty high. He'll get a couple yards. It'll be second down. Oh, football game times for next weekend. Our final showdown. Chase Daniel played D1. Man, you love that dude. All right, second down and 4. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Chase Daniel goated. He is good at hitting guys on the run. That is true. I mean, he's getting better as we speak. Second and 4, he's going to hand it off to Warren. Warren's going to get tripped up and just get to the line of scrimmage. Let's see if he is still in the chat. I knew that dude. Like, did you actually know him or just, like, watch him in football, Dave? Third down and 4. Pickett's going to check it down. to Warren again. Warren's going to get enough yards for the first down and then go out of bounds. Pickett has nice bobs. Uh-oh, it looks like Deontay Johnson is down for the Steelers right now. That's pretty cool, man. Break time's over. Got to get back to work. Everyone have fun. Hey, Jake, appreciate you. That's pretty cool, Dave, honestly. I think I was in college with Chase. I went to MU. I mean, athletes. Pizza's here. Don't go to class. I knew his assigned tutor who went to class for him. That's pretty sweet. Would you like your receipt? And Applebee's commercials in 1995? Well, probably because you opened the door.
No, they weren't even out. Like, she wasn't even in her car. She was already out.
Free test answers. There's still Applebee's. I actually don't mind Applebee's. What pizza joint and what are the toppings? This is important info we almost know. Probably some bread and some sauce and some cheese and some pepperoni. Probably some bacon. I don't know what else is on it.
I didn't get fancy with it. I got new things to try.
Nothing fancy. Peppers. Peppers are usually in the box. Probably not on the pizza, though. Not this time. Basketball team went to class, and the linemen and running backs definitely went to class. I never went to like a big school with like sports teams. Like the colleges I went to were like small and did not have those things. I say colleges. No anchovies. No, probably not. I would hope not. Doesn't sound appetizing to me, honestly. All right, looks like we're getting back from commercial. Always pepperoni. As long as you got pepperoni, the rest of the toppings are just okay. I'm not a Ninja Turtle, no. It looks like he tripped over somebody, and then it kind of, I don't know, that was a weird injury. 1st and 10, going to hand it off to Harris. Harris breaks the first tackle, dives forward for about 5 yards. 2nd down. It'd be cool to be a Ninja Turtle. Hot take, pepperoni, pineapple is the bomb. I don't mind pineapple on pizza. Like, I don't want it on every pizza, but I don't mind it on pizza. All right, 2nd down and 5. Steelers are driving here, and they're going to hand the ball off to Harris. Harris gets tangled up at the line of scrimmage. Pepperoni, extra cheese, and bacon. Bingo bongo. See, that one year the basketball team got to take their midterm over the phone because they were in the tournament. I mean, okay. I mean, I don't love it, like, you know, like my go-to. It's probably like just an occasional thing. What's up, Taryn? I do like pineapple juice too. I love pineapple juice. All right, 3rd down and 4. And it looks like Baltimore is going to use their first timeout. I do like pineapple in general. When you eat it in the first sitting, pineapple on leftover microwave pizza isn't so great. Yeah, I feel like it does have to be fresh. I don't know if he's in the chat right now. I know he's getting ready to take the boys to work. But maybe he'll make it back in here before this game's over. And if he does, make sure everybody wishes him a happy birthday. His birthday is tomorrow. Grilled pineapple is awesome. I don't know if I've ever had just like straight up grilled pineapple. You can't microwave pizza. It's just wrong. All right, 3rd and 4. Pressure was coming quick. They try to get it to Johnson. Looks like Pickett is hurt. And it's going to be 4th down and 4. Pickett stands back up and he's coming off the field. He looks like he was in pain, though. And they're going to come out and kick the field goal. Yeah, he came right off the edge unblocked and just snags him up. Time for Mitch to blow the game. All right, 51-yard field goal attempt is up, and it is good. Pittsburgh extends their score to 6, making this a 1-point game. The Ravens lead 13-6. You know, you hit rock bottom when you're microwaving previously frozen pizza. Sounds good. Put it in the oven to crisp it back up. I don't mind cold pizza, though. Like, just cold pizza. Like, not like reheated and then cold again. But, like, just the first time cold. I mean, I don't mind it, but I just feel like whenever I get pizza, I just consume the whole thing or the majority of it. Dave Matthews on the bump music. I love that you said Dave C dislike Dave M as well. Like, I just love the way you just worded that message. I reheat it in my air fryer. I've actually never done that, but I've always wanted to. Well, I wouldn't know. I absolutely love the air fryer, though. Like, that, we've got a pretty big air fryer, but Dad's got this one that's like boxed, and it's like it looks like a little mini oven, like one of those like little kid ovens, but it's huge. I didn't want him to misread. Did you see we beat Illinois and Kentucky back to back? I did not see that. Cold pizza is F tier. I mean, I didn't say that I loved cold pizza. I just said I would eat it. I've got a few friends who will take McDonald's French fries home to microwave them later, and I really need to rethink my circle of friends. Yeah, microwave, no. If you air fry them, then maybe. Hey, Craig, have a good one. I appreciate you. Air fryers are a cult. Well, then, put me in the cult. Don't ruin my high. My life has changed for the better since getting an air fryer. All right, 3:42 to go in the half. Kickoff's up. It looks like it's going to be a touchback. The Ravens are going to start at their own 25. Is it just me, for anybody actually watching this game, but does that the Ravens end zone look super weird? Because like all they have is like it just says Ravens in purple, but like there's no color. It's all just grass. Like, does it just look weird? I don't even know what S tier is. Strong, safe, super. I don't know what S tier is. Never used one or have been in the market for one. Any suggestion on brand? First down and 10. Gonna hand the ball off to Dobbins. Dobbins shakes a guy and he's still on his feet going all the way down to around the, it looked like around the 50. S tier is above A tier. Okay. I don't know that those tiers. But Leo, when I get a chance, I'll send you or I'll post in the Discord like the ones that we have and the ones that I like. I can't think of what they are off the top of my head. All right, so he went out of bounds at the Baltimore 49. It's going to be first down and 10. Clock's going to run under 3 minutes here. And they're going to hand it off up the middle. And he's going to get to the 49. So I don't think they were lined up on the 49. I think they had the lines on the field wrong. I used to go to a bar for brunch on Sunday mornings. High-end cocktails made to order, omelets and stuff. Crab cold pizza for those people who love it. Ravens field looks like trash wherever they're staying. You're going to have to wait another 30 minutes to see the end zone again. Let you know then. Yeah, I noticed it earlier, but I didn't say anything. And then, it just came up again, and that's when I said it. So it'll be a minute unless someone, takes a shot. But at least the one that is behind the Ravens currently where they kicked off. I don't know about if they both look the same. Second down and 8. Huntley's going to get sacked down at the 36 by one and only TJ Watt. He's so fast, man. Steelers defense, so big and so fast. They engulfed him, yeah, dude. Do the Ravens have an outside chance for the number 1 seed? I don't think so. Especially with the Chiefs winning today. And if Cincinnati loses, which would make it possible for Baltimore to take the division, make it possible. But third down and 18, Huntley, quick strike over the middle, gets it away to Likely. Likely will go down around the 50. Yeah, Cincinnati would have to lose to Buffalo for the Ravens to be able to try to take the division, but they would still be a game or two behind Buffalo, I think. Plus Buffalo has the tiebreaker all over them. 34-28 Steelers. Pretty sure his bicep is bigger than my thigh. His bicep's bigger than my whole body. All right, 4th and 7. The Ravens are going to punt here. Kick is up. Looks like the kicker got hit, and he's going to call for a fair catch at the 10. And there is a flag down. So to answer your question, I don't think there's any chance for the Ravens to get the number 1 seed. Colts have an outside shot of all other AFC seed teams come down with COVID. Okay, so there's going to be a hold on the defense. So that's going to back them up a little bit more. Bengals-Bills is going to be such a fun game. I can't wait to sit in here and do that game, honestly. The only thing I'm upset about is I'm not going to get to take a nap before the game because I work until 7:30 and the game starts at 8:15 or something like that. So I have to come straight home. Their end zone looks like kids sketching band names on the front of their notebooks. Does this look metal? Sure, man. Did you see the Chiefs logo was red with an outline of yellow or white? Today? Because I didn't get to see a single second of the Chiefs game today. 1st and 10 from their own 5. They're going to hand it off to Harris. Harris has got a lane to run. He's going to go across the 10 and get to the 15 for a first down. Digs himself out of a hole. Ravens can't get it because they lost to the Bills. See, look, I won't sleep very much, but I like to nap. Naps are key. Just on the highlight. Yeah, I see what you mean. I just feel like it doesn't look very good. I need naps. Like, I function off naps. Okay, so they're not going to give him the first down. They're going to say second down in inches. And they're going to hand it off to Harris again. This time, he's fighting, but I think he's going to get stopped short of the first down mark. The line judge looks like they might give him a first down. This is going to be the end of the third quarter either way, but it's going to be really close. I took a nap after I woke up earlier. You probably needed an extra nap, Sam. So I understand. I've probably taken a pretty long nap after I woke up if I were you. It's because most colors pop against each other. That's true. I just feel like it looks like squished together, a jumbled of like the black and purple. Like the Cowboys would be blue with a white or silver outline. It makes sense. Ate some pizza and fell asleep. My naps end up like 5 hours. Yeah, my naps are like longer than my sleeps. A really dark purple so it doesn't look like there's a border. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It kind of looks like it all bleeds together. I don't know about both end zones, but that one end zone, though, it did look kind of crappy. But you're right. It's just the way that it looks. It probably looks better in person. I don't take naps. Sometimes I wake up and not sure what day it is. I mean, that's how I feel like every time I wake up from my nap, but I still like to do it. I had the choice of Chiefs Broncos and Bears Lions. I feel like both were probably fairly fun watches. I don't know exactly how the Chiefs game went. I know bits and pieces of what I've heard. But the Lions and Bears at least looked like it was going to be exciting for like the first quarter. And then after the first quarter, I think Justin Fields what got hurt and then the Bears just sucked the rest. Have a good night, Lindsay. We'll see you tomorrow for sure. I did listen to Perna. Oh, Perna. It's unbelievable to me that like Pittsburgh is still in the hunt. Like it's just crazy because like it feels like they're in the same situation as Green Bay, honestly. Like it feels like they were so far out and just like fought their way back in. Hey Jeff, I appreciate that. I might have to do just that. 1st and 10 from the 15, gonna hand it off to Harris. Harris got a lane to run, and he kind of puts his shoulder down and bulldozes a guy for a big yard. Now it's getting chippy. But thank you, Jeff. So at one point, Fields had 113 rushing yards and 30 passing yards. Yeah, that checks out. He's like Lamar, but somehow throws less. All right, 1st and 10. Pickett in trouble. Flushed out. Finally lets go of it and gets it to Pickett low on the sidelines. And it looks like it's going to be inbounds for a first down. 4:30 a.m. down in France. Because I need to sleep. Bye. See you soon. Hey, have a good one, Robert. He got hurt on a long run. Yeah, I just got the update from Schefter or one of those guys that he was going into the medical tent. So I didn't, I was really really busy at work today. First and 10, hands it off to Warren. Warren's going to get him across the 50 for about 6-yard gain. And this game is just getting chippier and chippier as the night goes on. But yeah, I mostly was like getting updates from different guys on Twitter that I have their notifications turned on. And so like they were just, you know, I was watching them come through on my watch since I wasn't able to watch a whole lot. I did watch a good portion, not a lot, but a good portion of the Dolphins and Patriots, and a lot of the Patriots or the Vikings and Packers game. 2nd and 4, handed off again to Warren. Warren's going to get to the outside for a first down. Steelers are driving here without French neighbors up in the cabin in their collection of French wine. Should have not gone night snowboarding after leaving their house. That just sounds like fun, though. We're really going to get the Patriots in the playoffs. I hope not, man. Really. I mean, I don't hate the Patriots now as much as I did. But like if they go to the playoffs and look like they did last year against Buffalo, then I'm just going to be mad that they're there. 1st and 10. A quick pass to Johnson. Pickett takes a shot on it, but the pass is tipped up, nearly picked. I don't think any guy on the defense was paying attention. I think they were more ready to make the tackle after he caught it. It would be incomplete. Who are all the teams? So we've got the Steelers, the Patriots, the Dolphins, and then the Jags and the Titans, of course. Are there anybody else like still in the hunt, or is everyone else eliminated? Pick Taylor Heineke in the first round. 2nd down and 10, gonna hand it off to Harris. Harris fighting for any extra yardage. And he's gonna cut the yards in half that they need. It's gonna be 3rd down. Pats have to beat the Bills. I mean, I don't think they were paying attention, Leo. I think that's why. Everyone else is gone. Now, the Jets were officially eliminated today. 3rd down and 4. Pickett's going to take a shot to the right side. Completes it this time to Johnson. Johnson streaking down the field. Go out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. They're moving into the Ravens' red zone. Yeah, the Jets, with the losses, Seahawks are officially eliminated today. And the Commanders and the Saints were officially eliminated with the Packers win as well. Jets ran out of fuel. Mike White had like 3 interceptions at least. I mean, I stopped following it after that on the tracker against the Seahawks. I don't know how the Seahawks did, but I know the Jets offense was horrendous. 1st and 10, going to run the ball up the middle for a couple yards. Be 2nd down. And uninterestingly, Geno revenge tour hat trick 3-0. I mean, that's something to hang, not like to be excited about because, they were projecting the Seahawks to be a 3-4 win team either way. I mean, the Comanches. 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, maybe 3 by the end. 2nd down and 8. Hands it off to Warren. Warren's going to get hit early. And it's going to be 3rd down. Yeah, I didn't see Mike White's stat line, but I did see, based off one of the updates, that he had, like, at one point, like, 112 yards and, like, 3 interceptions. All right, so it's going to be a 3rd down and 10 from the 15. Pickett dropping back, finally throws, and it looks like he's just throwing it away. In the area of Sims? Hi, Nicholas. All right, so the Steelers are going to kick another field goal here. Kick is up. It's a 33-yard field goal attempt, and it is good. And the score is officially 13-9. What was the score that I picked? 17-10. We're going to get another Ravens field goal, and I'll be 1 point off of both of their scores. Oops. Forgot to change this to the fourth quarter. It was higher than my first prediction of 10-6. So we can be thankful for that. How much time left? I think that it said 9 minutes and like 45 seconds. Jimmy G to the Jets next season just makes so much sense. I love the guy, but I don't see him staying in San Francisco with Lance and Purdy. At least with the Jets, he has solid. They spent years together in San Francisco. I could see Jimmy. Look, I don't think Tom Brady's going to retire, but I think he's going to play somewhere else. And I kind of see Jimmy going to Tampa. Worked with a guy that sang that song as another one bites my nuts. If I go back in time and see any band live, it would probably be Queen. I would like to see The Who when they were young. Or Jimmy to Miami. Miami or Tampa. I see, like, the Florida thing just makes sense. If Jimmy G becomes a Raider, I quit. Why? I feel like Jimmy is not a bad fit for the Raiders, though. Like, Jimmy G is not, like, superstar QB, but he wins games. And at the end of the day, that's what matters. A win is a win. Would you rather have Jimmy G or Tom Brady? Spend too much time on the beach with that body as you will lose focus. Yeah, but at the same time, he'll get to be in nice weather all the time, and he might just like have a good time there. It wouldn't be all that different from being in Cali, would it? It might be a little bit warmer, but. And now I'm like, guys died. I can't see the Beastie Boys or Tribe Called Quest live again. Well, Carr's gone. There's no coming back with that one. Yeah, I mean, he's not a top 10 QB, but he wins games. And at that point, that's all that matters. I mean, look, Jared Goff is putting up, he's not a top 5 QB, but there's a lot of weeks he's putting up top 5 QB numbers in Detroit, but no one's talking about, like, how good he is, man. All right, kickoff is up. It's a short kick. He's going to return it from the 5. He'll cross the 20, 25, still on his feet, going to the 30, 35, 40, crossing the 50, and he cuts inward, and he's going to go out of bounds around the 40. A huge return there for Justice Hill. Warmer equals better. I mean, I really could see him going to Tampa. They're going to be looking for a guy. San Francisco already made that deal with Jimmy. They're not going to like try to hold him hostage there unless he decides like they offer him QB1 and he's like, "Yeah, I want that." Yeah, that was Boswell that broke that run up. You got to always watch out for the kicker. 1st and 10, hands it off up the middle, and he's going to lose like 3 yards on the carry. It's going to be 2nd down and long. From a football perspective, Jimmy G the Jets just makes the most sense to me. But you got to think about all the QBs that might be moving, plus, what guys are going to do in, with the draft and where those guys are going to go. I don't think any QB in the draft is NFL ready like day one, but there's going to be a team or two that drafts a QB who's going to start day one, whether he's ready or not. 2nd and 12, Huntley takes a shot down the field, and it's nearly complete just outside of the hands. It was going to be 3rd down and 12. Yeah, I mean, you've got the Colts. You don't know what Seattle really is going to do with Geno. They could give him, a contract, or they could, go draft somebody. You've got Tampa, who, if Tom doesn't stay, they probably don't want Blaine Gabbert as QB1. They like him as QB2. And then you've got Carr, and you've got guys like Baker Mayfield if he doesn't get re-signed with the Rams. 3rd and 12, quick pass over the middle. It's bobbled and incomplete to Isaiah Likely, and it will be 4th down and 12. I don't even know if Bryce Young is ready to be a day one. Like, I don't even think the QBs from, last year, like Lawrence and Fields and Wilson and Lance, like all those guys, I don't think they were a day one guy. Like, I think all rookie quarterbacks need to sit a while. 4th and 12, kick is up. They're gonna punt here, by the way, and he calls for a fair catch around the 7 with 8:41 to go in the 4th quarter. Young is Jalen Hurts 2.0. I mean, they're I can see that. I'm open to Brady to the Niners for one season to send Brady off into retirement with Birdie and Lance ready to step up if needed. Man, I still don't know what the Niners are gonna do about Trey Lance and also about Brock Purdy. They've got options, but I just don't know how they're gonna play it. Niners don't have a cap for Brady even for a year. I mean, I think Lance and Purdy is fine, but we don't know what they're thinking. I think the cheap route for a team like that that's built to succeed no matter who's playing quarterback, for the most part, I don't think they should mess with anything. Oh yeah, 100% Leo. We still haven't seen that much of Trey Lance yet. We don't know of the growth he's going to be capable of. We don't know if he's going to be a boom or bust kind of guy. Yeah, I mean, they're in a good situation with just those two guys. Jimmy's going to go unless they can somehow convince him to stay. He's going to go. But Lance and Purdy are enough. I mean, we say that, but Mike Evans just hit 1,000 yards for the year. And most of the games I watch by Tampa, he can't even get the ball to Evans. So at some point he's getting the ball there. They've got Trask, but who knows if they even want to pursue that. 1st and 10, gonna hand the ball off to Warren. Warren's gonna make a cut, and he's gonna get about 5 yards. I'd like to see Trask. But if Tampa Bay decides to trade for someone or go and get a guy, like Jimmy, who's to say that they don't try to move Trask? We don't really know what these guys are thinking, and we don't really know what's going to happen until it does. 2nd down and 4. Hands it off up the middle again to Warren. Warren is just busting through this line, and he's going to cross the 20 and get another 1st down for the Steelers. 7:45 to go in the 4th quarter. Pittsburgh has to get a touchdown here. All right, 1st and 10. Pickett's going to take a shot down the field to Johnson. He catches it, but I can't see if he's in bounds. The ref is saying it is a catch, and that's a huge first down. What a catch, man. 1 foot. Oh, I don't think that was a catch. And Harbaugh's challenging that was a catch. That's a good challenge. I wasn't sure. It didn't look like it, but he was like rolling at a catch, so. Okay, so the refs changed their ruling to an incomplete pass, so no challenge. 7:32 to go in the fourth quarter. And it's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Steelers. Yeah, it didn't look close like live, but then the refs started getting all excited and waving it a catch. I was like, I mean, maybe it is. All right, 2nd and 10 from their own 22. Pickett looking, rolling right, stepping up in the pocket, and he's going to go down for a sack down at the 15-yard line. What was that lineman looking at? I don't know. My TV's glitching out right now, and it's making my brain hurt because like the audio is like cutting in and out too. Like there's no picture coming out. It's just like stop starting. Like it's buffering, which is super weird. I mean, it stopped doing it kind of. Your TV's glitching too, so maybe it's the TV. I don't know. All right, 3rd and 18 from their own 15. Pickett dropping back. Pressure's coming. Ball's tipped. He does get it to Freiermuth, but he can't hold on, and it will be incomplete. Was that a spin kick? Ball on the opponent 45, game on the line. Say you're down 3 after a kicker with Tucker's leg and a QB with Rogers' arm. Who do you go with? I'd probably say the QB's arm. You didn't say how much time was left in the game, though. Yeah, I'd go with the QB's arm. 4th and 18, punt is up. Yeah, it's still kind of glitching. And he's going to return it from his own 35, and he'll step out of bounds just after a short gain. 6.5 to go. This is why I don't watch the Steelers. I mean, I get it. I'm right there with you. I am not a fan. And they're going to go to commercial break. We got 6.5. We are nearing the end. No 65-yard field goals. I mean, if you don't trust your quarterback at all, then maybe. If he has someone else's body parts, the police are gonna want him. You're right though. Like, if you're up by like 30 points, you might as well let your kicker have a shot. Like late in the fourth quarter, you're up 30. Whatever. Like, let him try to set a record. If you know your kicker's got a good leg. Ocho Cinco could kick an 85-yard field goal. He's been trying to get back into the league being a kicker for like a couple years now. And I kind of wish he would because he can do it. He can do it barefooted in cleats and socks and tennis shoes. Would you go live for a Niners Steelers Super Bowl? No. No. If this Steelers team is in the Super Bowl, I'm not live streaming it. Dad can if he wants, but no. Like, even last year's team, if they made it, maybe. But like, they've got a little bit of growth before I would be excited about like, seeing that. I wouldn't even be that excited. I mean, I'll be rooting for the Niners, and 95% of the time I root for the AFC team. You know what? Last year we streamed the Super Bowl together. And it was the Bengals and Rams, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel yet. Why don't you like the Steelers? Gotta be a story. I'm pretty sure my dad's first words to me when I was born, it was, "I don't care what you do in life, but you hate the Steelers." And then I grew up, and they haven't given me reasons to like them, I guess. I don't know. My whole life, I've never liked the Steelers. And I grew up around my dad, who's a diehard Bengals fan. And, those teams don't exactly get along. And so they are definitely my least favorite team in that division. Is it because Carson Palmer? I don't care about Carson Palmer, so no. I just don't like them. First and 10, quick pass to the outside to Andrew, so he's going to get about 4 yards. Bengals hated Steelers before Carson Palmer was born. That's what I'm saying. Like, my dad's been alive longer, and he is like, you can do whatever you want, you can feel however you do, but Steelers are bad. I'm like, all right, Steelers are bad. Before I even knew anything about football, I knew Steelers are bad. And they know, like, I've liked players on the Steelers. I love, like, TJ Watt. Obviously, it's hard to hate that guy. He's an absolute monster. Uh, Probably the best player at his position in the whole league. Second down and 6. Quick handoff to the inside. Keep the clock rolling. He's going to get a couple yards. Be third down and short. We'll roll in under 5.5 minutes. Are you talking about earlier when he was like on top of the pile of dudes and was like pushing him? I was disappointed that the Rams won last season. I wasn't mad though. I was pretty much happy with either outcome, other than the fact that the Rams are an LA team. As a team to troll the Browns, that's where their unis and helmets are the same. But to be fair, the Bengals unis and helmets are way cooler than the Browns. 3rd and 3, they're going to try to run it up the middle again. And it's going to get stuffed up. It will be 4th down. I don't know. Because I grew up and, like... Well, I feel like I've told this story before. I grew up, and my dad let me have my own opinion. He didn't care if I liked the Bengals or not. He cared more that I didn't like the Steelers. But, when I was growing up, when I was real young, like, that was when Peyton Manning was, like, in the league, and I loved Peyton. Like, I still love Peyton. He's my favorite quarterback of all time. And then, when Indy, like, did what they did, to Peyton, they did him dirty, man. I don't care how anybody else looks at it. I was just kind of, like, done with them. And then I realized that I didn't really care about that team. I just genuinely, like, loved Peyton. And so by then I was like, I was old enough to, like, learn about the league. And so I was, like, in middle school and, feel it out. And then that's when I became, like, an Alex Smith fan. And eventually he came to the Chiefs, and I've followed him there. Brett Favre is not the greatest quarterback. Peyton is the greatest quarterback of all time. When we went to the Bengals game a few weeks ago, the guy sitting next to us, he asked me, he was like, "So how did you become a Chiefs fan?" And I told him, and his literal answer was, "That's the dumbest reason I've ever heard." And I laughed so hard. Dude, I love Peyton. I love him and Eli together. Say it to his face and his Wranglers. I will. I will. Peyton Manning is better than Brett Favre. 100%. Now, Brett Favre's funny. Like, while he was in the league, he was funny, man. No. Dude. If Peyton played for Bill Belichick like Tom Brady did, Peyton would have never lost a Super Bowl. And he would have been every single year of his career, probably. Brett Favre's probably the guy I would want to sit at the bar with. You're right. But he didn't. Yeah, he didn't. But in terms of talent, because I am not comparing accomplishments when talking about all these QBs. In terms of talent, Peyton is better than Tom. And I will die on that hill. No, I'll take Peyton over Rodgers, even though I think Rodgers is top 3 greatest of all time. First and 10, they're going to run it up the middle for about 8.5 yards. It's going to be second and short. Now, I'm not dissing Brett Favre. I'm just telling you I think Peyton is better than him. I'm not going to diss him at all. How about 12? Oh, yeah, Rodgers is top 3 all time in terms of talent. 100%. Second and 3, Pickett fires to the outside, hits Harris. Harris is going to get about half the yards they need. It's going to be third down and short. No, Rodgers is 100% top 3 all time. I don't care if anybody likes his attitude or his personality. He is one of the greatest to do it. Now, it didn't go over my head. Better woman respecter, Roethlisberger or Watson? I'm not getting into that debate. All right, third down and 1. We only got 3 minutes left in this game. They're going to QB sneak it across the line for the first down. See, that's why people don't like him, and that's why people will consider him, like, not one of the greatest of all time, because he is a diva. But when I talk about talent, I'm taking all of that out. You know, you could be the worst person in the world, but still be the best to ever do something. You know, like first down and 10. Pickett looking, spins out to his left, finally fires across the middle, gets it to Freiermuth down at the 50. And it looks like they're wanting a timeout here. Well, they're hurrying to the line. He calls Roethlisberger a woman respecter. Dude, that dude's funny, actually. I don't think Pittsburgh is going to pay Rodgers' contract. And I don't think Rodgers is going anywhere. First and 10. He's going to fire over the middle to Sims for a huge first down deep in Ravens territory. And that's going to be the 2-minute warning. And there is a flag on the play. Yeah, Rodgers isn't going anywhere. It's going to be a hold on the defense, and they're going to decline that penalty. Oh, yeah. Outside of talent, I still, there's not very many guys I would put Rodgers under. Like, he's got to be, if not top 3, top 5 for sure of all time. But no one's going to want to pay $50 million a year for Rodgers, for one. And two, he's not going to retire because he's, one, creating a good connection with these young guys and actually building something. And two, that's $50 or $50 million a year to show up and do what you're already doing. So I don't see any reason for him to leave. Yeah, he can't be moved. No one can take that on. Yeah, it's more than 50. Rodgers is set for the rest of his career, like 3 to 4 years or however long it's left on it, whatever it is, and that might be enough for him to call it quits at the end of that. But I really think he's going to play. He will finish his career in Green Bay. He's not going to pull a Favre. I still, like, I will take this, like, back to, like, early in the season because we had, lots of talks about them because they were down. Uh, 1st and 10, they're gonna hand it off to it looks like Sims again. They kinda wide receiver run option, and he'll get a couple yards, be 2nd down, minute 55 to go. Um, like, we talked about it, and everyone was like, "Oh, he's just bad now," and I never believed that he was bad. Like, having a down year and just being bad are definitely different, and he had a down period of time, and also the play calling was horrible in Green Bay. Like, they have 2-star wide or running backs, and they did not utilize them. 2nd down and 6, Najee Harris hurdles a guy and gets to the 1st down marker, and they're gonna move the chains deeper into the red zone. Um, you know, Watson was hurt. Uh, they had Dobbs, and then they had I think they had one other wide receiver that couldn't stay healthy. They had Sammy Watkins who couldn't stay healthy. There was like a bunch of things going wrong for Green Bay to start the season. And probably about midway, well, when they were 4-8 for sure. I think it started a little sooner than that, but around the time they were 4-8, they started getting all these guys back healthy. I feel like there was one other guy that was like on IR or something for most of the year, and he came back, and they like all the pieces started fitting together. This game could potentially go to OT 16-16. I don't want this game to go OT. Yeah, once Watson come back, like he could continue to build that connection. Obviously, he had Lazard and Cobb, but like those guys were getting injured too. At one point, I didn't even know who was starting for them. All right, 3rd down and 1. They're gonna run the ball up the middle and get the 1st down. They're gonna try to take this to the wire and either win or lose, like control their own fate, and I kind of respect it. Yeah, and your offensive line was out. Like they just had a lot go wrong. And at one point looked like it was too late to come back from it, and here they are now, one win away from the playoffs. 1st and 10, they're going to take a shot to the end zone, and it's going to be just out of the hands of Deontay Johnson. Also, Nixon, yeah, the special teams boost. They moved Amari Rodgers, got Nixon in there. All right, 2nd down and 10, a minute 6 to go. Pittsburgh's got 3 timeouts. Baltimore only has 1. Yeah, Amari Rodgers was not that great. What's up, Brad? Heck of a game for you to go to, man. Seriously. He's going to run the ball up the middle for just a couple yards. It will be 3rd down, and the clock's going to be stopped here at a minute 2, and Baltimore will use their final timeout. This is a big play right now for Pittsburgh. If they get a 1st down, it's will they try to go for the 1st down or the touchdown? I don't have a dog in this fight. All I know is the Pack beats the Vikings. Well, my dad wants Pittsburgh to win, so Cincinnati can potentially lock up the North a lot sooner. I want Baltimore to win because I don't want Pittsburgh in the playoffs, to be honest. But if they win, they win. And, they've shown a lot of fight this year and they've shown a lot of growth. So I can't be mad about it. But it's pronounced Lazard. I did not know that. All right, a minute 2 to go. 3rd down and 8. The 1st down marker's at the 2-yard line. Low snap. Pickett looking. Flushed left. Under pressure. Throws it into the end zone. And he gets it to Najee Harris for the touchdown. Wow, he just threaded that in there. What a play, dude. Seriously, what a play. Wow. That dude in the Ravens jersey that they just showed on the screen looked like Drew Brees bald with like face paint on in a Ravens jersey. All right, so Boswell is coming on to kick the extra point to make this a 3-point game. Kick is up, and it is good. Steelers take their first lead since the first quarter, and it's 16-13. What a play, man! That was so good. Are we gonna get back-to-back Sunday Night Football overtimes? Maybe. I don't really want overtime. All right, that's it. Pittsburgh wins. Dude, that was so good, man. I know it was just a pass, but it was so good. Yeah, no timeouts for the Ravens. They only have one weapon. Guy is pronounced G. I did not know that. Could it be 16-16 tie? I don't feel like this game will end in a tie. Even if it goes to overtime, both these teams got good kickers. Favre for the first half of 92. Gee. All right, kickoff's up. It's going to be a touchback. The Ravens will start at their own 25 with 56 seconds to go. I did hear him say Patrick Mahomes' name. G sound like goat. E sound like the letter. So Gee. Interesting. And that's spelled G-U-Y. First and 10 from the 25. Huntley's going to try to check it down, but it's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to likely. What? She's all that. Does not compute. Wait, what? Papa Blood's back. All right, second down and 10. I wasn't even alive in 92. To be fair. He just threw a dime to Najee Harris in the end zone. Second down and 10. Huntley's going to step up, rolling out, he kind of lofts the ball down the field. There is a flag, nearly intercepted. There's 45 seconds left. Mike Wazowski? I mean, I read what you said. I didn't just read the second half. You said you called Favre. There's going to be a hold on the Ravens here. Mike Wazowski. I mean, don't I wouldn't say that much, but Pickett made a great play. All right, second down and 20 with 45 seconds to go. Baltimore's backed up on their own 15. Huntley's looking, has time, throws it over the middle to Andrews. Andrews trying to get to the outside. He's going to get about 18 of those 20 yards. They're trying to get back up to the line as quickly as possible. Pittsburgh has all 3 timeouts. Baltimore just has 0. Low snap, quick pass over the middle to Andrews for the first down. I don't know what's happening. Andrews tried to get up after the catch, and then they're acting like he fumbled. I thought he was down, but maybe there was no whistle? All right, so there's 15 seconds on the clock right now. Baltimore is first down. Okay, so they added it back to 22 seconds. They're going to spike this ball right here. $80-yard field goal. Dude, that would be so sick. They'll at least attempt it. All right, second down and 10 from the 38-yard line. Huntley dropping back, flushed right, takes a shot down the field, and it's going to be picked off. That's the game. That's the game right there. Tucker would be the one to make it. What a way to end this game. Also, Brad with the fives, his first donation. Brad, thank you so much. I definitely appreciate it. He caught it, stood up, and got the ball knocked out of his hand. I mean, he was partially still down as he was getting up when he was touched. It was definitely close and worth a controversial debate. Because, now there's a flag on the play. Of course there's a flag. Appreciate you, Brad. That was the game's first turnover. We made it 3 quarters in 14 minutes and 47 seconds without a turnover. Oh, it was an unsportsmanlike conduct. It doesn't matter because it was after the play. You could say that until they come in and win next week, and somehow someone's going to have to play them in the playoffs. All right, and they're going to take the final knee, and that is our final score. I said 17-10. So I was 4 points-ish off. And tomorrow night, we're going to get one of the best games of the week, most likely, with the Buffalo Bills heading to Cincinnati to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. KC versus 49ers Super Bowl. I'm calling it now. So Pitt is locked in a 4-way tie. I think so. They still have a chance. I mean, they have to win next week. If everyone's playing divisional, then that means they've got Cleveland. So it's a 50% chance that they win it. If they win, I don't know what has to happen. I know something like someone has to beat the Dolphins. The Patriots have to beat the Dolphins, and there's they showed the scenario earlier. Nah, dude, I'm go Cincinnati all day, every day for this game. I want a number 1 seed, and if Cincinnati beats Buffalo, we'll have a number 1 seed. So it's going to be a bust, right? That's kind of what I was thinking. It's going to be crappy. There's 0 defense or 93. Yeah, but if there's 0 defense, the whole world's going to be happy because there's going to be 102 points scored in that game. I want a 1 seed, so go Bengals. I mean, it feels like the Bills are going to win that game. But Cincinnati can. If they come ready to go, and as long as they don't play like they did against New England, they can win that game. 7-6 Bengals. I'm gonna say like 28-24, like or 24-21. That's what I'm feel like it's gonna be around that area. Thoughts on Eagles versus Commanders Week 18? Well, first, who's the starting QB for the Commanders? Carson Wentz. The Eagles got that locked up. And if it's Taylor Heineke, it might be a good game. Maybe. Yeah, we talked about it a couple times in here mostly. But the Cowboys play the Commanders next week. Eagles, yeah, Nathan's right. Eagles got the Giants. I think, yeah. I have no feelings or opinions about the Bengals. I feel the meme. I look at you and I feel sad. Me. I don't think about you at all. Who's the QB for the Eagles? Unannounced. They haven't said yet. And since the Eagles lost today, I'm going to say Hurts might play just so they can try to secure that win. I could see that happening. Because if they lose, Dallas can sneak in and take that 1 seed from them. So I'm going to say probably Hurts if I had to guess. We'll get into all of next week soon. Like I said, we got to get to this Bengals-Bills game tomorrow. Should be a good game. Will it? I hope so. It's a highly anticipated game. The stadium's going to be absolutely packed. I kind of want unannounced printed on a jersey if they make it to the Super Bowl. That'd be pretty sweet, though. I mean, the Eagles and Giants are both in the playoffs, so they could play each other this week and then play each other the week right after. Didn't that happen to Cleveland? Their first that with Baker Mayfield in the playoffs, they beat Pittsburgh in the final week, and then they went into the playoffs and beat Pittsburgh. Like we could see that happening if it were the Eagles or with the Eagles and Giants. 49ers most likely 1 seed if not Eagles. Did the 49ers and Vikings play each other this year? I can't remember. That could be true, Crafty. But I don't know. I think they might have still because they don't believe in Rudolph, and they could have developed Pickett while playing with Haskins for a while. It's too hard to tell. Okay, I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember. I didn't think so. All right, well, anybody hanging out in here? I'm about to wait via their division record. Okay. Peace until tomorrow. Okay. So the Niners are 5-0 within the division, and the Eagles are what 4-2 or 3-2 right now. San Francisco played against the Raiders today, but it is in the description. I will probably be on Twitch here in a few. I'm gonna eat my dinner first. 3-2. Yeah, I thought so because they all got one left. But I'm gonna hop off here. If you want to join our Discord and you have not done so, the link is also in the description. The Discord and the Twitch. If you want to come hang out with us outside of the live streams, you're more than welcome to do so. I appreciate each and every one of you for spending your night with me tonight. Had a pretty good time with this game. It wasn't a high-scoring, exciting game, but it was a fun game nonetheless. And like I said, I appreciate each and every one of you. I cannot wait for tomorrow, so we'll be getting ready for that all day tomorrow. Hey, Steve, have a good night. Thanks for stopping in here. Yeah. But I'm going to hop off here. Much love to all of you guys. If you haven't, hit that like button, subscribe button, join our Discord, follow me on Twitch, any of those things. If you want to find any of our social media, it is in the description. And on that note, I will see you guys tomorrow. And as always, go Chiefs. And also tomorrow, go Bengals. Please beat the Bills so I can have the number 1 seed. See you guys.